get easily tilted. He gets tilted easily. He gets tilted. But you know what? He's also one of those players that whenever it comes to looking for revenge, it's like the Nakat factor where the angrier you get, the more power-ups you have. And when
Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah, literally Super Saiyan mode. When MuteAce plays extremely patient, though, when you see much more of that bait and punish playstyle, like we saw at Momocon against Tweak, that's when MuteAce really tends to shine more. Even though he didn't get to beat Tweak, it was his playstyle that really helped him out in that tournament.
Yeah, I believe 5th at Momocon, if I'm not mistaken. But a great run there. MuteAce off to a decently strong start here, 77%. Oh, wow, what? He threw the turnip backwards, it comboed into the neutral air, and then throws a stitch face for good measure. What a setup. Again, the turnips hit you in the direction they're tossed, just like Rob's gyro, and he knew it, he comboed it into it. There's the forward air and a stock lead for MuteAce, and I've got to stop yelling, we're not going to have any voice left. Vicky.
Oh man, I got to take some notes from MuteAce because I can't help it. Sometimes these sets just get absolutely too hype, even if we have to go over the schedule a little bit. Those Buns of Steel, though, deleting that crafting table with the back airs, you got not just a stitch face, but you got the winky face as well. Let's talk about that Peach RNG that we've been seeing all day so far on this stream.
Yep, so here we go. I've got the gold online, looking for diamond. Lots of strong material there. Got a full rack of iron there. Got the stone as well. Not a lot of wood on this stage that you'll get, so we got to see what he can do with the iron arsenal. And there it is, the back air coming through. And we've got full minecart online here, full anvils online, full TNTs online. This is a deadly situation for MuteAce.
Really good point here. And talking about the matchup in general, we highlighted it with Ling and Ice Climbers, but the ability to just try to float around that Steve space is so important, but especially with the use of turnips to prevent Steve from actually being able to get what you want out of that crafting table, from being able to also craft in general. What? Nice tech off of the block, but that's not going to stop Onin from being able to get another follow-up with that diamond pickaxe.
Here we go. MuteAce just hanging tough. That was a brilliant tech. Well set up. All right, you know what? We can wall bounce. Why not? Just bounce off the rocks for a while.
Oh, I love that. Not just executing the fair right away after getting that one hit of the turnip, just going to be able to drag down real quick, but it's the minecart that you were highlighting before, Tant, that you have available and ready to use. Scary, too, in general, when you have to deal with that and have to deal with not just the blocks, but where are you going to go? It's a circus out here. You have your turnips, but you can't even use them.
Yeah, using iron to build blocks, which is pretty rare, but it does build a very strong wall. It makes it difficult. You're able to mine pretty easily. As MuteAce gets the forward air, 163. This is Peach's bane. Getting that stock off past 130. As Onin bumps into the block, the back air might have done the job, but it doesn't. And now Onin finally gets some momentum of his own here.
There you go, 175. Looking for the opportunity to get what you need, especially since you have the diamond ready, but you need access to that crafting table. They're going to keep carrying MuteAce, though, when it comes to dealing some of this damage with the trade. In favor of MuteAce now. Again, Onin was a pretty high percent right there. I believe it was 180 afterwards, but you're going to have now the time to be able to craft that fresh diamond. Yep.
Got gold online, pulled the diamond sword out, but very low on materials is Onin. And Onin's going to run out of minecarts and anvils very soon if MuteAce keeps the pressure on. He's going to choose not to. He's going to go ahead and reset. He has the lead. Why not bother it? 51% already on Onin's last stock. MuteAce playing immaculately thus far, but we know what Steve is capable of, Vicky.
Absolutely, and I like how you pointed out the lack of materials here, because that's going to force Onin to actually try to not just build up some space between himself and MuteAce. That's a patient play that MuteAce is working into Onin as he's keeping him by the ledge. This is what we got to see way more often, trying to catch a landing. He's got that rising neutral air to try to force him away.
Oh, there's the diamond, pulled the diamond out as well, so if he loses this one, he can always get another. No iron on deck for Onin as we go forward here. All right. Got a little bit online, and MuteAce just going to opt to throw turnips. We've lost the mine, and he calls the forward smash with a back air. Wow.
I'm not going to be jumping around those blocks. MuteAce was an entire stock ahead. It says, all right, you could keep trying to find whatever you want here, but the moment I could break through this wall, it's going to be like the Kool-Aid Man, but instead it's going to be with the back air that's going to make its appearance.
All right, Onin got some work to do there for game number one. Pretty convincing win by MuteAce. 2 stocks to 0. Adjustment-wise, it just felt like Onin never got the materials they were looking for.
It's kind of what you were saying before, is that you were using a lot of the materials. You didn't really have the ability to use that iron, or rather get more of that iron after using it. The cart definitely came in clutch a few times, but didn't catch MuteAce, other than that one time where he couldn't even get a follow-up because MuteAce was on the other side of the stage after hitting Onin away with a fair. I feel like the way that MuteAce is playing around Onin's space is very similar to what we had seen again with the Ling matchup versus Apple. Maintaining yourself out of that range to try to actually fully utilize the turnip is going to be the key here, but you saw that MuteAce was in no rush. The blocks were going to come down eventually. Even with the skin swap up, we're not going to see the Enderman anymore. We got the Alex out ready here from Onin.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is an I always forget who is who. Like, is it Alex? I mean, I know which one's Zombie and which one Enderman is. Okay, that's fair. That's not, I guess I can't screw those up, but Steve and Alex. Oh, whoa, there's one of those. Steve patented bread and butter. Couldn't get the up smash, though. I just love this stage just for the music. Oh, Anvil nearly does it.
Went flying after that, being hit by the Anvil on that middle platform. Let's talk about being able to get some of these follows and the conversions from Steve in general tier 2. It's about the fact that you have that no impact landing to do some of the extra damage. You have that first stock now in your pocket while only taking 48%, but now you also have some more space to be able to get more materials that you need here on Hollow Bastion.
Here we go. Jab, jab. With the steel sword. Catching the turnip in midair. All right, here we go. And a lot more of the bread and butter Steve combos that we're used to seeing coming out in this round. There's TNT usage.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you could tell Onin is much more comfortable in this game thus far.
I feel like it's the stage here, too. Gets that fair, though. You're going to ricochet off the block. I like that TNT setup that we saw on the other side of the stage earlier on, especially knowing that the Parasol is going to be able to collide with that by the ledge, as it does poke through just ever so slightly as the Nair is going to be able to come out, the grounded Nair. Tries to go for the follow-up on the back air here.
What timing. That was completely knowledge to catch that turnip out of midair because you couldn't see it at all. Well done by Onin recovering there. It's Diamond online, but again, no iron once again.
Back air is going to collide with the cart instead, but it isn't going to be able to sneak through to find Onin, except for that time around.
Oh, Stitch face!
Wait, why'd you get rid of the Stitch?
MuteAce!
Didn't notice it. We're just cycling through. Sometimes it happens.
Yep.
Watch it. It's going to happen again, though. MuteAce is going to get one of those Stitch faces. RNG is always on Mute's side whenever I see it. So the Rising Nair does get rid of the crafting table, but a lot of shield pressure coming in from Onin with that diamond.
Yeah, Onin struggling to keep his materials online. Let's see. Only 2 iron now. Down to 1 iron after using the minecart. 1 again, but there's a KO for Onin. Onin getting back on the board here.
Breaks right through the blocks, has that side B to help reposition just in case Onin wants to go for a punish.
You said MuteAce was, this is a matchup that flusters them. It doesn't look that way thus far. They're staying in the game really strong.
He's got it. It's kind of like that matchup knowledge that he's been able to really tack on over time. But it's the fact that you could see the way that MuteAce has not only been playing around with the blocks with the side B, but it's also finding a way to sneak through with the fair here. You're not going to overextend despite being down here. You know what Onin's going for. You know that he wants to get that diamond, as he does have that time and space to be able to craft that up real quick. But on that last stock at 84%, this could spell doom for MuteAce.
Yeah, I like the resisting temptation to jump over the blocks. The blocks can't kill you. They won't. But that will.
That backer, the diamond pickaxe is going to be able to sneak through right there. You can see the nods from MuteAce, recognizing, all right, you were at a deficit at the very beginning right there too. You saw that Onin was a stock lead. A little bit of shaky hands right now, because you can see how even though Onin did have that lead, it could be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, look at that. That's a great point, Vicky. That was a good call there to catch that. And that's really telling of the kind of stress and pressure these players are under. Like, I feel like that goes overlooked. So like, oh, you play video games for a living. How hard can it be? It's really hard. It's really hard. Oh, you guys are commentators. How hard? It's really hard. It's really hard.
Emotional damage.
there are so many things. Once you get to a certain level, that to perform well, there are so many things you have to consider and factor in. As MuteAce and Onin have factored them in, that's what's gotten them this far. But do they have what it takes to finish it off? We see Onin playing below the stage and goofing off down there, trying to mine materials, but taking 57% in the process. Here we go. MuteAce trying to get a turn-up setup, maybe. Again, once again, Onin just hanging out below the stage on Battlefield, mining materials, but not damaging MuteAce as of yet.
Looking at the crowd going crazy over by the other side of the mainstream, also having another Steve going down versus a Lucas. Similar matchup that we had earlier on, but it's almost like we literally have both of these streams just not only just working alongside each other, but having the same type of characters that we get to witness here in Smash Ultimate. As you can see right now, MuteAce having a lot better of a time at the start of this game compared to game number 2. Very similar to game 1, though, where Mute has been able to dance around Onin's space, avoiding the anvil, has also avoided the minecarts a lot, even in the game that they lost.
Gonna go ahead and try to just get stage positioning. And again, MuteAce playing it very smart, knowing the blocks can't hurt me. It's what you do with the blocks that can. The minecart, the TNT, and knowing when he has the position to strike and when he doesn't. Onin is very well aware of what he needs to do to set this all up properly. There's so many things to put together. You can get a TNT set up, you can get an anvil set up, a minecart set up. They're all very dangerous for Peach, even though at 80, you got hit by a forward air at 70 and you nearly bit the bucket for it, Vicky.
Yep, because that led right into that up smash real quick here too. You saw the minecart into the anvil immediately afterwards in case Mute didn't get hit by the last hit there. The fair to slap him away. Rising still alive here at 163, but this is Battlefield. You see the dash attack. Dash attack is going to be able to scoop him up and take that first stock.
And God bless that move is a KO move, because I don't know what else MuteAce could have done. A forward air at 170 doesn't do the job. I don't know what will.
That backer could have been Buns of Steel again, but instead with that dash attack is going to be able to get that stock. 143 still racking up though. Oh man, the anvil looking like it actually snuck its way through the shield poke.
Yep, the sour spot hit of the anvil shield poking there. So here we go. MuteAce trying to work the lead, but only 12%. Now 23 can get the forward air off the down air combo. Bread and butter from the princess from the Mushroom Kingdom.
See the wall being built up real quick from Onin. Just trying to give himself some extra space after losing out on the diamond, knowing, all right, have to find this opportunity to get more materials. It's like we were saying, Tant, this is a lack of ability to be able to cycle through more of these materials. You have to also go all the way up there to try to get the crafting table, so he's going to waste more materials to get the crafting table back ready, so that way he can get this diamond pickaxe again. Yeah,
and Onin, I would say that's wise on their part as well, because they know their win condition is using the diamond pickaxe, right? Getting those back airs, getting those forward airs, and there it is, one of the back airs right there. Building, and then you build your materials back up once you can get those big hits, get them away from you for enough time to do that. MuteAce has been sharp though. MuteAce is not letting them out pressure them. And here we go, 121% for Onin. Could be a start of a comeback here.
Doing a lot of that damage. Ooh, try to predict it from actually landing on that platform to try to get that hard read on the charged up forward smash here. Breaking through those blocks, trying to get that side B. Oh, he went zooming around on that platform against that block. Looking a little goofy there. It's like you mentioned, it was the lead that MuteAce had that now is slowly getting closed up a bit by Onin, and a lot of the damage that the diamonds have done, the impact that they have.
There we go, a side B stray, a turnip stray. Still able to recover though. No invincibility on this grab until he can get a block. Now he'll get invincibility back on the ledge. He's
still mining on the side of the stage. We've seen this a bunch of times before. He's just gonna be able to wait there for a bit there before it's considered stalling, but Mute is going to be able to hit him away. He's got the turn up ready to actually prop him up at 200%. Oh, he's still alive, and this has rage, but nice DI, 102, still living.
Yeah, a thrower, okay, that'll do the job. But again, that material carries over from stock to stock, so even though he spent all that time on the ledge doing nothing, he built up his material at least in a functional way. So very smart awareness, in my opinion, from Onin. Staying in the game no matter what, despite the lead and the deficit, knowing what Steve is capable of. Can they put something together here? MuteAce coming in with the rogue side B on the shield.
Nice spacing too from MuteAce to try to get a follow-up, to try to keep Onin by that ledge. A high recovery coming in from Onin. Not too sure if that was on purpose real quick to try to keep MuteAce off guard. Doesn't want to even be by the side of the ledge. Teleported into that grab real quick from Mute. You can see the pressure and the fact that Onin now is playing a lot more defensively. He was literally fighting for their life to get back onto the stage. The head shake a little bit before Mute. All right, seeing that's another game.
Can I get a replay on the forward smash? I want to go. I want to, if possible, I want to see the replay on the forward smash punish. All right, no worries. I was going to see if Mute switched items there, because you could switch the peach forward smashes on the fly of the C-stick. Because he went for frying pan. I was like, did he just get lucky or did he switch it?
He probably did it on purpose. Frying pan, being able to actually send you vertically up there too. Golf club, going to be able to scoop you up from by the ledge like you saw from the wing set.
That is incredible presence of mind. Just having that thought process to be like, I need to switch this to the frying pan. You think that, oh, that's optimal. That's this whole game. This whole game, people can't play optimal. That's the way it runs. Like, your punish game is, oh,
optimal.
what?
Yeah, optimal. He pulls out one turn up, it's a stitch face. I love it. Taking some of that damage, though. You don't want to let go of that stitch face just yet, or give it into the hands of Onin, who just picked that up. Oh, no. That is the worst. He's at 112 and climbing. He just got 0 to death. Are you kidding me?
You put a hex on it.
I am so sorry.
That was awful. What in the world happened there?
I'm going to walk away. That was horrible.
You're like, oh, don't get a hold of the...
like, the only way that this would go terrible is if Onin grabbed it, and he actually did.
Oh, man.
Insanity.
Well, you have to capitalize on those opportunities, so when they come to you, smart by Onin there, faking out the forward smash on the block, knowing it's going to break. Steve has so many goofy tricks in the kit to make you think you're going one way or the other.
Oh, I love the retaliation from Onin right there. Actually, now going to be able to punish MuteAce from not only trying to break through the blocks, but has a nice answer. He's also already got the diamond crafted up. He's up that stock, so he's feeling a lot more confident here. One thing, oh my goodness, going to be able to sneak its way through after avoiding the anvil. One thing, though, for sure to note is that MuteAce has been doing a really good job at avoiding these mine cards, but it's this pressure now from Onin that kind of goes down to what we're talking about when the topic is about mentality, where Mute is now down to that last stock here at 55%. At this point, you're wondering here, all right, I'm going to do my best to try to make sure that I can rack up enough of this damage so that way I can at least take this one stock away from you.
Yeah, and you're never down and out, as we saw earlier with Apple. You don't give up despite being down at a large deficit.
Nice.
Even if you don't win this game, you start building your momentum back, right?
Exactly.
You get yourself back into it. So MuteAce still sticking with it, working hard here.
Oh man, the crowd is going insane. Not me trying to see what's happening real quick. It looks like that set just ended.
Oh man, and just things happening all over the place. You've got to watch the action on all streams. It's Regalo, who we saw earlier, taking out Yanni.
Wow.
So
Lucas.
I'm telling you.
That just happened right now? Oh my goodness. It's all the Steve action going in, but Regalo actually managing to take the Lucas answer.
Yeah, Lucas, it was the answer, and apparently not Peach, as Onin is able to get the anvil, take that game number 4. We're going to game 5, Vicky.
It is crazy. So much action here at Super Smash Con 2022. This is why you should not miss out on tournaments like this. It's always such a good time. AK just 3 old Sonics. Animal Kingdom. Apollo Kage. Oh.
The things that are good. Topsy-turvy, I would say, is a good way to describe what on earth is going on right now.
That's actually insane.
Topsy-turvy. We were talking this morning. I was talking with PG Sets and Josh, and I was like, yeah, the Panda account's been quiet today. Yep. I shouldn't have said that. I'm the curse now. I'm the one to put the hex on that one. But now it's Upset City.
Welcome to the Gulag, where everybody is welcomed here. Saibi going to be able to collide with that block now as we move on to match points. Game number 5 between MuteAce and Onin. Another one of the sets which, by the way, looking as volatile as it looked in that last game, that was an insane attempt right there to actually contest Mute by the side of the ledge. That would have actually spelled doom for him, especially at the percent that he's sitting in as he tries to go for it again.
That's a frame trap. That's something that Steve's were able to figure out pretty early. There's a lot of different variations of ways you can do that. With a block on the ledge, it gets even more deadly. So Onin looking very comfortable and confident. The character switch to Alex seems to be working out for them. Somehow, that was the difference maker.
I can't believe it. I'm upset about it. But it happens. We've seen this before. The anvil actually hitting MuteAce's noggin as he makes his way right back to the ledge. The side B is going to help give him some of that extra space. Catching on that recovery, though, when you're still playing with a stock lead. Look at this damage climbing onto MuteAce as he gets that fair, tries to force some Onin still by the side of the ledge, which, by the way, MuteAce pulled another Stitch Face right there, but didn't give the opportunity to actually really use it. My cart, maybe I spoke too soon, Tent.
Oh, look at that. He said, root for me. Root for me. I'm the one winning now.
Oh,
what do you guys have to say now? He gave a little signal.
He knows he's feeling himself, and that's scary too, because Onin, another one of those players that loves to ride on that momentum, that loves to feel themselves. I love the patience, not trying to overextend, knows that fair is going to be coming out soon.
This is a person who looks like they want to fight Leo tomorrow. They're one stock away from doing that. If even Leo wins, who knows at this point? Anything could happen, Vicky.
Especially at a tournament like this, Ted. That's why I absolutely love to see these heavy hitters. The trade not working out in MuteAce's favor, gets the punish off that whip grab with the backhand.
Grabs the diamond sword for good measure. A forward smash could spell disaster for MuteAce with the diamond sword. 58%, it's getting closer. You just feel like the Grim Reaper is coming for Princess Peach here. Diamond back air. When and where is the Grim Reaper going to strike though, Vicky?
That's so scary too, not only with the intimidation factor that has with the ledge trap right so close when Mute is still playing on their last stock. It's also just the amount of shield pressure, the backer coming in, sneaking its way through the diamond pickaxe. Going to be able to actually hit its mark 101 now for Mute on that last stock.
Onin.
Match point again for both these players.
Onin was ready to pop off there, ready to celebrate. But you cannot celebrate too early, as we have seen. That is going to be costly. MuteAce is going to get the forward air, and they're right back in it. Wait a minute. Could we see one of those patented Peach combos? Could we see a Bob-omb? Anything's possible.
Exactly, especially now you see Onin didn't have the diamond. Onin was desperately looking for it. Only was able to craft that gold instead. 101, you don't have to worry about a lot of that damage output coming in now, as Mute is going to be able to reclaim the stage. Over the backer, sneak its way through. The block acts as a double-edged sword, helping out Mute, getting caught by the minecart, trying to avoid the back airs.
Invincible on the ledge, rolls up, is safe for the moment. MuteAce going to get hit by the minecart, and that is it. Onin pops off. He's going to winner's top 32 tomorrow.
Oh, look at MuteAce's face. Mute is getting real close to the TV. Blink, blink, did that just kill? I mean, it's the minecart. You are past, what, 140? Oh, no. And he's got a piranha plant pet? Oh, wait, that's cursed. That's cursed. You know what's nice, though? Onin still having the homies right behind him to give him that support, to hype him up. He popped off real quick. That was an amazing set. Obviously coming back for the fist bump. Okay, you got to get that.
Yeah, the fist bump, you got to go for it there. As we see Parappa with the Minecraft Steve in the background there.
Of course, it's Parappa.
Oh man, yeah, you got to love the crowd at SmashCon. It's always full of energy, always full of kookiness, if it were. So one more set for you guys.